I want you to think of a beggar. What's the first thing that came to your mind? A thin, pale guy sitting with a vessel in his hand on some roadside asking for 5 rupees or 10 rupees. Isn't that the first image that comes to your mind? Well, modern day beggars are a bit different. Of course, there are these beggars who ask for money, but then we also have beggars who wear some really cool t-shirt. This guy could have a 2 lakh MacBook on his shoulder. He's going to this best pizza restaurant in the city every Sunday and having the best food. But then this guy is still a beggar. The next day he'll reach his corporate office or business place or even his house asking for money, for feelings, for words of appreciation from people. But why? To fulfill his desires. But wait, his desires? No. These are not his desires. These are the desires of the society around him. It could be social media as well, because today social media is a society in itself. Anyway, the society's or social media's desires dumped into his brain. That's what this guy is trying to fulfill. The society will say that if you have a 5 or 7 lakh or 10 lakh rupees income, you need to own an iPhone worth 90,000, 150,000. You cannot do away with a 10,000 phone. You have to wear branded clothes. You need to have a 5 crore or 10 crore ka villa in Bombay or Bangalore or some really good place. This is what the society puts into you. And this is essentially the birthplace of fear. We say that I am fearful of something. Now, of course, there could be a physical fear which could say that I am fearful of closed places, claustrophobia. Or you could say that I fear that I will fail into this business. And these are legitimate fears because they will force you to bring out the right solutions needed for problems. But then there are fears which arise out of stupid desires. By stupid desires, I mean that desires which are not your own, which are planted in you by the society because they can fulfill their goals. And these desires will force you to live in a continuous state of pressure, of fear, of congestion in your brain. Therefore, when we say that I am fearful of something, let's analyze in the first place, where is this fear coming from? Is this coming from something that I will lose and does not matter? For instance, you could not buy a 90,000 iPhone, doesn't matter. You might not have a place for 2 crores, does not matter. But then the society will tell you that these things are important. And if these things are important, then you will need to have a job to rub your ass off, even at the cost of your health, at the cost of your physical and mental health. And you might not need that job. Therefore, the only question we need to ask when we are fearful is, where is this fear coming from? Is it a legitimate fear which is coming from a problem I need to solve? Or is it a fear which is coming from a desire which has been implanted into me and that's not needed? Thank you.